You're not an accident. Even though people may tell you you're one, you're not. You're not walking around here by accident. Nothing from this point that you're born until now has been an accident. It's all been by divine design. If you think you're placed on this earth for no reason, and you're just experiencing it for your own good, that is, my friend, one of the biggest lies you've been told. God has brought you here for a reason. Every single thing about you has a reason. Every single event you've gone through in your life has a greater purpose. Our journey on this human experience is to come to this conclusion and then find what is that purpose. Not many people know what their purpose is. And a lot of people can feel lost because of this, as I've said before. If you truly understand that you serve an almighty God, He will make it apparent to you if you seek it. Anything you ask, it will be given to you. Having a reason to be here might be that thing that changes it all for you. Having something to strive for. It's almost like having a new life. Once you figure this out, everything just makes more sense. And you also don't really dwell on any things if they don't go your way. Because if it doesn't go your way, you know that something better is on the way. Because you know your purpose and you know that your God is great. I just can't express enough gratitude how I have for God. Without Him, I don't know what I'd be doing. I've always grown up having an understanding of it, but it's not until you fall off the track and then you come back on the track that you really know what you have, right? If you're given something, you don't know what it is and what value that brings until it's taken from you. That's really what transformed my life. And I want to tell you that if you're feeling lost, just know that God can make you found. Your purpose is the main thing that you're brought on this earth for. You're being tested. Everything that you do is going to be judged one day. And we've all committed sin. We've all messed up. Nobody's perfect here. Everybody has this false belief that Christians or believers or anybody has to be perfect and they are the perfect people. But my friend, if that was the case, then we wouldn't need to worship God or do any of this stuff, all right? Everything would be perfect. We'd live in a utopia, right? That's just simply a false lie that the enemy uses to discourage you from walking on this walk. But just do know that whatever is used to harm you will be used for your good as well. I've had my setbacks, and I know what they are. God turned them around for good. Like, if I could just tell you that I thought one of my businesses, my first businesses, has crashed. I thought that was the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. One of them. I have a lot of other things, but I'm not here to tell you, a life story on all this. But I'll give you one. This is when I had my first company. And it was amazing. I had grown up broke. It was the worst thing ever because you come from, nothing and then you start making some money and now you think you're the man. That thinking you're the man can sometimes trip you up and you'll forget who brought you here in the first place and who ultimately gave you these blessings. Yeah, at that moment, I'll just be honest, I forgot. I forgot who God was. I forgot everything that I thought. And I thought I knew better, that I knew better than the person that created me. As much as God giveth, He can also take away. And I truly experienced that. People could say that's the worst thing that happened to them, but I say the opposite. That's the best thing that happened to me. Because from there, I came back home. It was like the story of the prodigal son. I was lost, but now I am found through the grace of Jesus Christ. Nothing in my life has compared to that, and I don't think nothing ever will. To be in a setback that I thought was like, I can't come back from this. Like, this is it. My life was great. I enjoyed a lot of good things, but this is where the road ends. God just knocked on my door that day, and He told me, no, son, this is where your journey begins, and a new door is opening. And that's when I really, truly began to see all these things and honestly look through life through a spiritual lens, as they say. Nothing was the same after this, and I truly recognized the power of this. Flash forward today, all those things that had happened were just like a water hitting the shore. The waves passed, and it all passed. But the only way out is through. Most people just want to go to something else or distract themselves and not deal with these things. God brought you here for a reason, and God brought these circumstances in your life for a reason. We don't know why this happened to me at the moment that it was happening to me. But now, flash forwarding, I do know why. That served as a purpose to bring me closer to God. Without this happening, I would have never gotten closer to God. If I had just kept making more money, kept doing all these degenerate things that I was doing, I would have continued on the path that I was going. If you don't get stripped from false ideals and the false idols, and you'll never realize what is the true thing to be in tune with. Man and materialism and all these things that the world has to offer to you will never compare to the love that God has for you and everything He could offer to you. It says in the Bible, seek first the kingdom and everything shall be given to you. So what does that all say? Seek God first and everything will be given to you. How could you not want that. By this way of doing things, you'll never fall off track. You'll always be grounded. I'm not saying everything will be perfect, and I'm not saying everything will be easy. No matter what happens to you, you will be fine. And resting in that is so powerful, because people, although they make a lot of money, although they might look like they're doing amazing on the outside, I can tell you that internally they are not there, and they're still spiritually poor. Just having that awareness of knowing that God is watching over you and everything is conspiring you for you to win, it's almost like playing life as a rig of the game. You basically have the cheat codes to life by applying this. As I said, no matter what happens to you, you will be good. No matter how crazy it looks to you in this certain circumstance, no matter how unbelievable you think it is for you to get out of it, I have news for you. It's possible that you will get out of it. And not only will you get out of it, you will thrive out of it. You will not only survive, but you will thrive. And that is what I have to share today. God is powerful, and I want you to tap into this power, because with it, no matter what gets thrown at you, no matter what the enemy tries to hurdle you with, you will overcome it.